Today I'm gonna build and test more than 15 huge, deadly, and cool-looking LEGO weapons. Like this loaded shooter gun that you need to load up with special long darts, and when you shoot it, it automatically loads up a new dart. And at the end of the video, I will compete with my friends for $100,000 in an ultimate battle royale war in this real medieval castle. So let's waste no time and begin building. First, let's look at weapons that minifigures can use, like this crossbow that shoots studs, or this bazooka-like piece. But one of my favorite minifigure weapons to use is this stud launcher. You just load an ordinary stud, and it shoots pretty far and accurately. It's actually a cool-looking weapon, and I'd love to use it in the final battle, but I need something bigger than this. So I ordered an upscale version of the stud shooter, and I think it just arrived. Oh my gosh, now this looks really cool in the upscaled version, but when I turned it to the other side, I found that it was almost completely broken. Look guys, there's a crack, so I don't know if it's actually gonna work now. And to go with it, I ordered 3 huge studs, locked and loaded. So let's test it on something upscaled. Okay, he lost his head. This is a projectile launcher, a cheap LEGO part that contains a spring inside. And because of that, it can shoot special long darts at pretty decent distances. But the best feature of this piece is that you can stack them together. So your boy went on Bricklink and bought 497 of them. Okay, I literally maxed out the order, so the owner should be rich now. And the reason I bought them in such an extreme amount is to test if I can shoot all of them at the same time. So I spent half an hour stacking all 480 into one wall. Okay, this looks so satisfying. Now, after loading all the darts, we're finally ready to fire them all at the same time. And I'm gonna use this stick to help me. So let's do it in 3, 2, 1. Okay, no one survived. The next weapon I'm gonna recreate is a katana. I'm using a lot of these spring-loaded shooters because they have a nice texture and give the illusion that it's a super sharp sword. I also sculpted a nice handle for it, so it's actually quite satisfying to hold. It's a bit wobbly, but it looks awesome from a distance. I remember watching this TV program where they tested weapons on ballistic mannequins, so I made this squishy block out of Jell-O. And let's test the katana on it. Okay, I kinda get why they use metal for swords. It didn't really go through, so I spawned outside to test it on something softer, like a watermelon. And it actually got almost halfway through. Yummy. Another LEGO weapon you can build is this simple-looking gun. It has a handle that you rotate, which spins a gear to automatically shoot. The only limit is how long your belt of spring-loaded shooters is. Not gonna lie, mine is quite long. It's like 100 of them, so let's test it. Okay, this is actually quite satisfying to do.
I'm Batman.
And just for fun, I also did a try not to blink challenge. That looks pretty hilarious in slow-mo. Okay, for this next weapon, I'm gonna take a bunch of tan bricks and
let him cook.
And what do we have here? The glizzy gun, a life-size weapon that looks like an old-school gun, but with the soul of a hot dog. Now, let's test if it actually works. You can actually reload it with a real hot dog sausage. Wow, it's actually tasty. But I've got the perfect use for it. Oh my god, it's like cannibalism. Next, let's build a weapon from a game, like Minecraft. I just need to put all the necessary materials into the crafting table, and voila! Okay, this one's too small, so I'm gonna need to use a few more bricks and tiles. After several failed attempts, I finally built myself a LEGO Minecraft sword. And by the way, I was out of the right color tiles, so I used this one instead. Sorry about that. Now let's test if it'll break when I lift it up. Oh, damn. So, after reinforcing it with some additional plates on the bottom, I tried it again. And no way, it works! Okay, this one already looks good. It's very sharp, so it's kinda uncomfortable to hold. But anyway, let's test how strong it is. So that gave me the idea to craft an enchanted version of the Minecraft sword, this shiny one. So I went and bought some film, carefully stuck it to my sword, cut it all down, And now I literally have the Rolls Royce of swords in my hand. So now, the moment you've all been waiting for, I'll test the regular diamond sword versus the enchanted one. Okay, Minecraft is life accurate. The enchanted sword is stronger. Wait, I think I hear something. This is a Nerf gun, a toy weapon that shoots these tiny soft bullets. And I've gotta say, it's always satisfying to play with one. But today, we're going mega with it. I'm building the world's biggest Nerf gun out of Lego, starting with the dart. And this thing is like 100 times bigger than the regular one. Next, I put together the gun itself with these giant Duplo bricks. And because we actually need it to fire, I added a rubber band at the back to give it some power. All right, let's try it out on these plastic cups. And now for the real test. How far can this thing go? Yeah, that's what I thought. Another weapon is a boomerang. So I went to my local toy shop, bought one for reference, and let's see if I can catch it. Okay, I think I need more space for this. Let's go outside. And after a couple of tries, I almost managed to catch it. Now, let's head to the cave and load a Lego version of it using some angled plates and tiles. They look super similar, so I'm feeling confident about my Lego boomerang.
That kind of hurted me though.
Now let's see which one flies better, Lego or the real deal. And let's try to catch it. Oh, no way, it's broken. Another weapon I want to recreate is Wolverine's claws. Lego actually has them in minifigure scale, but let's make them life-size. So I used a bunch of plates and these cool-looking metallic cheese slopes to build the spikes. And pretty soon I had in my hands 2 sharp claws. I immediately went outside to test them. First, let's see if they can pop a balloon. Okay, that's a success. Let's move on. Next, I wanted to poke this huge jelly that was sitting in my fridge. Oh my god, this is so satisfying, but then I found the best way to use them. Yep, it's time for some ultimate petting action. Alright, next up, we're building something from a super strange movie I watched last night. Can't even remember the name, but Lego has sets for it. So I ordered this huge Death Star, and it just arrived. But when I opened the box, what the heck, guys? Why is it so small? Oh my gosh, I ordered the big one, this one, and paid like 30 bucks. Why does this keep happening to me? Anyway, I spent half an hour building this mini Death Star. It's small, but hey, it looks cool. There's even a little scene where Darth Vader fights Luke Skywalker. But if you know the movie, you know what happens next. The Death Star explodes. Let's test how well it explodes in Lego. For the next weapon, I found this huge machine gun powered by a motor, and I knew I had to buy it. So after wasting $150, I started to build it. Wait guys, I just realized it's barely even sorted. It's like 2,000 pieces, and you have to build it all at once. Anyway, after wasting $150 and almost 6 hours, I finally built this beast. And I can safely say I've never built anything this big. The gun is powered by a motor, shoots 10 bullets a second, has a tripod for stability, and an advanced scope. And when you hold it, you'll really start to look cool. Okay, let's test it. Okay, it handled the chickens pretty well. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. And I keep seeing these YouTubers testing powerful guns on frying pans, so let's do the same, but in Lego. Okay, wow, we hit through like 7 pans. I guess on a minifig scale, that's a pretty successful result. And finally, it was time to test all the weapons in a real fight. So I jumped in my car and headed to the local paintball field, which I rented out for the entire day. Check it out, they even have a tank. This place is a huge battlefield with wooden obstacles, barrels, small hideouts, and even catapults. Oh, and a freaking Trojan horse. But the centerpiece is this massive life-sized wooden castle. And today, it's all ours. Let's start the fight. For the first round, I gave everyone a cold weapon. We had a katana, Minecraft sword, boomerang, and Wolverine claws. Make your predictions in the comments. Who's gonna win? Fight! But honestly, I wasn't surprised when the enchanted Minecraft sword came out on top. And by the way, this is Dave. You might want to remember him, just saying. Next up, the Battle Royale round. I hid all the weapons in random spots around the battlefield. The rules were simple. Find your weapon and take everyone else down. Fight! The first few minutes were chaotic. We were all running around struggling to find anything. But the second Dave found his weapon, I knew things were about to get crazy. Then Jake found the machine gun, and it felt like the outcome was already sealed. I started running like a maniac to stay alive. Then, just when I thought I was done for, an upscale stud shooter literally dropped at my feet. Like an airdrop. But of course, it was broken and completely useless, so my chances weren't looking good. This is where the real fight kicked off. Dave crawled out of his hiding spot, and Jake, armed with his machine gun, was taking out people left and right. He even took down Patrick. But Jake forgot to do something important. He only had 20 bullets. Pretty soon, he was completely out of ammo and weaponless. Out of nowhere, Dave swooped in and started taking down everyone, including me. And once he went after Jake, I knew Jake was doomed. And just like that, Dave won the second round. But wait, there's more! For the third and final round, I came up with an epic last-minute challenge, a paintball gun versus Lego weapons. I handed Jessica a paintball gun and gave my guys the best Lego guns we had. We climbed up the castle and prepared for the ultimate showdown. One girl with a paintball gun versus 4 guys with Lego guns. Who do you think will win? We started pretty strong. Our plan? Keep it simple and just wait for her to come up to us. We figured at least one of us would hit her before she got us. But man, I seriously underestimated that paintball gun. After just a few shots whizzed past me, I was terrified. She nailed me first. And before I even knew what was happening, my guys were trying to sneak around the castle to flank her. They thought they had a solid strategy, but Jessica wiped them out so fast, she made it look like a piece of cake. And just like that, she won the round and the entire game. Okay guys, thanks for sticking around. Here's Jessica with her $100,000 prize. She totally earned it. Scoured the internet in search of cheap Lego knockoffs, and I found this super sports car with 6 golden wheels. So I immediately bought it, but I actually own a real Lego version of it. This one only has 4 wheels, and the door opens just like a boring old car door. And a cop's hiding in the trunk, so you gotta be real careful with your speed limit. We can actually test a Lego versus a knockoff, so we're gonna test their durability, death rate, and speed.
Commence the first test.
Let's test how they'll be able to handle a drop. Oof, that was a nasty fall. Neither of them took much damage except for these few pieces that fell apart, so I give both of them 5 stars.
Proceed with crash test.
I put up a target on the wall where I'm gonna slingshot the cars, but first, let's try it out with a minifig. So I put on my Angry Bird skill and yeeted the real Lego car into the sky. I need a take 2, please. As you can see, it bounced so high and literally most of the parts went flying, but at least the wheels are still there. Now for the knockoff one. Wow, there's a bit of damage at the front, but it can still drive even with some missing parts. But wait, I'm not satisfied, so let's test their limits for real. Face off smash! And can they hammer down a nail? Or carry an 8-kilogram weight? Maybe they'll survive a game of dodgeball and a shooting game.
Start the speed test.
Lights out, and away we go! This looks like it's on an actual racetrack. To make this even more challenging, the cars have to go through a ramp and do a stunt. From 8 miles per hour, climbing up to 10. Whoa, he's going so fast!
Oh, shit.
Guys, he literally lost a tire. I didn't even notice that. I can't believe he lost another one. Bye-bye. His tires can't handle the speed, so that sucks. Now for the knockoff. It's going 120 miles per hour, but that's just 12 miles per hour in real life, so it's not even that fast. Oops, that's one tire down, but we have to put it back because we haven't done the speed ramps yet. Whoa, we need that jump in slow-mo. Well, they definitely failed. But at least I have a satisfying spinning toy now. You know what? I want to see if they can fly to the moon. Whoa, it literally did a backflip.
Bruh.
Well, there you have it. I finally pushed the cars to their maximum limit. Poor Knockoff has been through so much, so I'd say it deserves to be up on the Wall of Fame. This next set is based on one of the greatest Pixar movies ever, Up. It has this, and this. And also 2 minifigs that don't quite look like in the movie. But what's even more interesting about this knockoff set is that your man actually has the original Lego house from the Up set, and I paid $50 for it. And because of that, we can finally test knockoff versus Lego. Clearly, Lego minifigs are nicer. The Lego set is bigger, and Lego has some play features. But what if I tell you it all doesn't matter, since Lego can't do this? Yeah, this is quite satisfying. And what can Lego offer? But it only flies like 2 inches. Can it go higher with balloons? Let's go test that out. How many balloons do you think we need to make this house fly? Yes, it actually works. Wow, this looks really impressive. It's so far away. I have a firework right here to send the first minifig to the moon. I wish you good luck on your mission, Captain. To infinity and beyond. Whoa! Wait, doesn't she need a rocket to survive in space? Hold on, buddy, I got you. So I immediately ordered this knockoff rocket. It comes with so many parts that after setting it up, I just realized how tall this thing is. I wonder if it's the same size as a banana. Oof. Now let's test how tall it is in a minifig scale. So this rocket is as tall as 18 minifigs. That's impressive. It also comes with this very satisfying robotic arm that spins, and these pretty detailed engines. And what's also cool about this set is that it's a copy of the real Saturn V rocket that flew the first man to the moon. That's one small step for man. Imagine if the first moon landing happened in 2024. Hashtag moon touchdown. So this knockoff rocket costs $69, but I also got this Lego rocket that's also $69. It's literally so tiny. Now, the Lego rocket actually comes from the creator set where you can build 3 different things. The rocket opens up with this interior, which isn't really that impressive. But you know, the best thing about this set is the astronaut is a lady. But the real question here is which among the rockets is capable of flying to save our dear friend? Let's test it by attaching actual real rockets to them, starting off with the knockoff rocket. Attention master builders, leave the popping show to the Lego professionals. Do not attempt it at home if you don't want to lose your drip points. Commencing flight test. 3, 2, 1, blast off! That was anticlimactic. It literally pains me to watch it again. Now for the Lego rocket. I'm really curious about how this is gonna end. I think the rockets are supposed to fly up, not fly down. Let's watch the replay. It literally did a backflip. Nice stunt though. Well, our rockets can't fly, so our minifig's gonna have to come back down on his own. I might need Elsa's help to thaw this ice out. Well, most of the pieces are still pretty much intact, so I'd say this knockoff still deserves to be up on the Wall of Fame. For this next product, I'm gonna show you a sus magic trick. That's right, I got an Among Us knockoff which I bought for $25. The quality of the pieces is just horrendous, and the colors look so different from the game it's just making me sad. Even worse, there are a ton of stickers, but I realized the stickers make the set better, which is actually a rare case. I think it's very sus that the characters come with baby versions of them. Overall, I need a bigger and better set. Then I found this for $30, just $5 more expensive. As you can see, the base is bigger and better. There's a lot of details and color. The coolest thing is that you could actually move things around, so you're really finishing tasks like in the game. You can even customize the characters, which is a pretty huge deal in the game. Listen up, everyone. Your first task is to fix these wires. Run. Okay, that was a smooth kill, but you can't escape because there are no vents. This calls for an emergency meeting. But even with such an expensive set, there were still some issues, like these grill pieces that don't even fit, which is really stupid. I still think this is cooler than the sus knockoff though. That one is trash. And the better knockoff shall go up on the Wall of Fame. I guess it's meant to be in the Hall of Shame after all. The next set I bought is about to make your little brother jealous, because it is Deluxe Mobile Spy Station Buildable Brick Set by Ryan's World. It's supposed to be a very cool spy set, but the longer I stare at this minifig's eyes, the creepier it gets. So of course I had to buy it. After building, you get 1 truck, 2 motorcycles, and 3 minifigs with a cursed design. The truck has big wheels, headlights, a huge radio signal booster on top so you can spy on your girlfriend and know when she's cheating on you. I mean, if. So apparently these minifigs are supposed to be Agent Ryan and the Spy Panda. I don't know who this other guy is, but he low-key reminds me of Pepe the Frog, so I'm just gonna call him that. Agent Ryan and Spy Panda come with their own motorcycles with a super obvious Super Spy logo at the front. We get it, guys, you're super spies. Looks like Pepe the Frog is driving the truck. This is supposed to promote creative play for kids, so let's simulate kids' behavior. First thing a kid would do with a new toy? Ruin it. So I doodled on the truck and decorated it. 5-year-old me is happy right now. Also, these motorcycles are supposed to be super fast to catch up with the bad guys, so I tested them on the treadmill. But they keep falling over one side. So I tried the spy truck instead. This is 1 mile per hour. This is 4 miles per hour. And whoa, this is 10 miles per hour. Pepe the Frog gets the coolest run. And now you're looking at the work of a 5-year-old. Honestly, I'm surprised it's still pretty sturdy. So I guess this thing is going to the Hall of Shame. It's still a no from me. The next set I bought is really unique. It's called laser pegs, and as you can see in their ad, they have a mix of transparent bricks and bricks with lights inside of them, all for $30. Oh yeah, that's so satisfying to watch. Since this is a 5-in-1 build, I started off with an airplane. Look how this thing is literally glowing. All the lights are working, which is really impressive. Okay, it's time for a flight test. I wonder why LEGO isn't making an official set like this. I would definitely buy something like this if it wasn't a knockoff. Now, I want this minifig to try it in super fast mode. The lights easily fall off when the plane crashes, so that's useless. But I want to test which one's brighter, a flashlight or this laser peg. I feel something moving. Also, there's only instructions for one build, so I don't know how we're gonna build the other versions. I guess we just gotta wing it, pun not intended. Overall, 3 lightning bricks are not enough. But it is pretty cool for $30 with all the lights working, so I decided I'll hang this up for Christmas. For now, onto the Wall of Fame it goes. The next product I want to show you is made by Vatos, which I bought for $25, and is a pretty extreme example of a knockoff because it's 1 to 25 city Project Mecha. You can make him do a lot of poses. His fingers can bend, and he has pretty cool features like wheels and blasters and a hot air balloon on his back. But you can't really play with it since the parts just keep falling off. This set would have been a complete failure if not for this one important detail. It's 25 in 1! And no matter how painful it will be, I need to try them all. So get ready, cause I'm gonna build excavator, wood grab, crane, mining vehicle, mixer, bulldozer, pushing stone cart, roller, forklift, oath drill var, road header, construction vehicle. But I've got one more issue with this set. Once you build all the vehicles, it's super hard to make a robot since the pieces are not sorted. And yeah, I also bought this Trends Dino set, whatever that means, which had these 6 little dinos inside. Apparently they all have some sort of powers, like T-Rex can spit fire and the Pterosaur can heat things up. Oh yeah, nice. Remember the Mighty Morphin Megazord? Well, this is like the dinosaur version of it. You can build one big Trans Dino out of them. Epic fight montage in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that's how it looks to your parents. Honestly, I kinda like these dinos because they have stronger characters. And that mech is not my bro.